What's cooking, Bianconeri? Welcome back to the old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today, what do we have that we can talk to you about regarding the news for Juventus? First off, we have Allegri thinking about Juve, thinking about different changes and different formations for Juventus that'll help them better achieve their goal of defeating Milan this Sunday. Juventus and Dybala are continuing their talks. Of course they are. We'll see if they actually find an agreement in the coming days. And then Marchisio talks to Juventus. He gives his thoughts about Juve, Milan, and Locatelli. Stick with us now. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Friday, September 17th, 2021, and we've got your latest rundowns of all things Juventus news. First off, before we do anything, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Let's go ahead and just jump into it, what we have the news for you today. First off, we're talking about Adrien Rabiot. And Calcio Mercato is reporting that Allegri sees Rabiot as an important player. However, the club is not thinking about renewing his 2023 contract at the moment. That's an interesting thought. One of the reasons is because we actually talked about that during the live yesterday. I think one of our somebody in the chat, I apologize if I forget who, but somebody left a question in there being like, what do you think about when I believe it was Rabiot and then somebody else, maybe it was Bernardeschi, whoever, when their contracts run out. Bernardeschi, whatever. Rabiot, though, is one of those, he's honestly right now probably our, maybe besides Archer, and then of course Locatelli's number one, but besides Archer, he might be our second or third best midfielder we currently have right now, unless we have another option that we're going to bring in that we have hook, line, and sinker. Right now, you might think about adding another year or two on under Rabiot, but they're saying they're not thinking about it right now. We'll see what happens going forward. And then we got to talk about our next story. And that's, Sven-Goran Eriksson, ex-football coach for Kulusevski, or talking about Kulusevski, said that this is not the time for Dejan to consider a move, but if things continue like this for most of the season, I think he should consider leaving Juventus. Pretty strong, pretty harsh words by the ex-football coach to say that, but I don't want to say he may have a point. Because obviously Julian would not agree with me if you watch our channel. He's a big Kulusevski guy, wants to see him get more time at Juventus, but he has struggled to get to log those minutes, and honestly, he struggled on the pitch as well. I've not seen a lot of the high level play and whatever that you saw at Parma yet. Could be a multitude of different reasons why he struggled so far, but right now that seems to be at least somewhere in the back of his mind, or at least in the back of other people around him, in their minds, possibly to say to him. Let's move on to the next topic of the day, though. And, of course, we got to talk about Paulo Dybala. And Tutto Sports reporting, and gosh, I don't know about these numbers. Their numbers are left and right. I don't know who's right, who's wrong, or what. Tutto Sports says Juve's latest offer for Dybala is 10 million euros plus bonuses until 2025. His agent is asking for an increased salary until 2026 with a more easily reachable bonus. He would prefer bonuses based on appearance and goals. If this is the case, I think this is, I don't want to say it's nonsense, but I think this is absolutely ridiculous if he doesn't agree to 10 million euros plus bonuses, whatever the freaking bonuses are. The reason I say that is because a lot of the talks lately have been 7 million, 8 million, whatever have you, in like a euro or 2 euros bonuses overall. If you're getting 10 million right now during a pandemic situation, I think you should be happy and sign the freaking contract is what I'm saying at this point. Of course, who knows? Like I said, I always want to preface with who knows how accurate these reports are or how much nonsense it is, but it's Tutto Sport, and when it comes to Juve, they tend to know a little bit more, at least in Turin. And then we're going to talk about the players that are back from injury. And that's Tutto Sport also reporting that Chiesa, Bernardeschi, and Deschilio will be ready to face Milan. All three will get called up by Allegri. So that's a positive for a lot of us that were wanting, especially mainly for Federico Chiesa. I just vetoed a lot. But Bernardeschi, fine. And then Deschilio was one that was interesting just because the latest reports yesterday were acting like he was injured, could be out, could miss some time. So now it seems like he will be ready to go. So, you always want to have your squad at the most healthiest. So that's a solid turn of events anyway for Juventus. And then Tutto Sports talking about a new formation that could be possibly utilized by Juventus against Milan, which I think some of us maybe like, thanking the football gods or calcio gods, whatever you would call it, because hopefully we don't have to see a 4-4-2 again. My guy, I saw your comment in the comment section yesterday that was like this long. I haven't gotten to read through the whole thing or respond to it yet, but I saw it. I saw you in your defense of the 4-4-2. That's fine. Everybody has their different opinions. I don't know. Anyway, from Tudo Sport, though, they're saying Allegri tried out a 4-3-3 that could be transformed into a 4-2-3-1 with Rabiot moving up the pitch. Allegri likes Adrien for his physicality and dynamism. So that's an interesting way to use it. I'd prefer, like I said, I prefer a 4-3-3. Maybe what we have right now isn't in Allegri's system isn't perfect to be utilized that way, but I guess maybe if you switch it around a little bit, they could end up using it. Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. And I will get to them. And then finally, our last story of the day is our Marchisio had some comments at Gazzetta dello Sport, basically talking about Juventus, Milan, Locatelli, and that whole situation. First off, he said, Locatelli's a great player. You could already see his qualities at Milan and at Sassuolo. He has matured a lot. He has everything to become the pillar of the Juventus midfield, which is absolutely true. He is the best midfield player that Juventus currently has on the roster. Definitely can see it with his creativity and all that he brings. So excited to see what he can continue to bring, hopefully for the future. And then Marchisio said, Milan is now stronger. Maldini, Mazzara, and Pioli have done a great job to rebuild a team that's had some difficulties over the years and that needs to return to the levels of the past. Juve is in a phase of reconstruction, but it must demonstrate that it is up to the team that opened the winning cycle. When you build the foundations for a more lasting project, it is normal to encounter difficulties, which is true. But yeah, it's definitely, I don't want to say good to see because I'm going to say I don't care. But overall, when it comes to Milan, they definitely have had a resurgence in the last couple of years. I don't know if it's bringing Ibrahimovic, bringing in some of these young players, the tactics of Pioli overall. I'd like to ask that question. Maybe we can do that later today and try to figure out what exactly it is that really helped them take off and succeed in that area. At least in a better position than last year. And then Marchisio also said, I would like time and trust to be given. I think he's talking about Juventus. New leaderships are being created, and I don't see any personality or identity problems. We just need to be patient. A team like Juve must always aim to win. We need cohesion and conviction. I'm confident. Spoken like a true, player of Juventus who, succeeded there. And then, but also that played and understands all the things that are going in the background. Maybe some of the things me personally, other people that are just fans don't fully understand and grasp. But at the same time, there's still going to be a lot of disgruntled fans or disgruntled people overall if they continue to struggle, continue to drop points, and aren't competitive in Serie A. If you're sitting at the bottom half of the table, you're not competitive. Hopefully they can get their bleeping gear and get going when it comes to Juve and their successes on the field. And hopefully that'll happen starting this weekend against Milan because they really do need a kickstart here going forward. Anyway, that's basically all that I have for you today. All the news when it comes to Juventus. Some juicy pieces there, talking about Kulusevski, Rabiot's future, the new formation potentially being utilized, and then also Marchisio and what he had to say about Juventus, Milan, and Locatelli. Anyway, we appreciate you guys joining in today. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you follow Bianconerizone at Bianconerizone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, and also follow my boy Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.